Welcome back everyone to the second part of the Tube Stations That Were Never Built series. I've realised from these two videos that this really is just about the lines that were built and not the stations, but I can't change it now, so whatever. Anyway, today we will be discussing the line from Wimbledon to Sutton that was never built. Now, before you start crying in my comments section saying that there is already a line from Wimbledon to Sutton that was built, yes, I am aware. But a few years before this line was built, there were different plans for where the route would have gone. And it would have been part of the district line, and also the northern line, but we'll get to that later. This whole idea started out with the Wimbledon and Sutton Railway Company. This was a company that was planning on building a line linking, you guessed it, Wimbledon and Sutton. As with many other railway companies, their job was to simply build the line, and then another bigger company would actually run the trains over it. This other bigger company happened to be the Metropolitan District Railway, which would end up becoming the District Line. They already had a line from Earl's Court to Wimbledon, so this would just be an extension of that line. This line would go via stations at Elm Grove, Cannon Hill, Merton Park, Morden, Elm Farm, Sutton Common, Collingwood Road, Cheam, and Sutton. At Sutton, there was already a station built by the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway. However, permission was not given for the Wimbledon and Sutton Railway to connect their station to the existing one, and so they had to build a separate station with a pedestrian path linking the two. However, in November of 1922, some changes were made to the plan of the route. This is where the Northern Line comes into play. This new proposed route would go via Elm Grove, Cannon Hill, Merton Park, South Morden, Sutton Common, Cheam, and Sutton. Between Merton Park and South Morden, there would be a connection to the City and South London Railway and their planned extension to Morden. And they would share the line with the District Railway from South Morden to Sutton. The City and South London Railway would eventually become part of the Northern Line, and so if this plan did go ahead, the Northern Line would have gone even more south, which is quite ironic. The planned extension of the City and South London Railway to Morden was eventually built in 1926, but it never went further. This is because another new plan was formed. This plan would take the line via stations at Wimbledon Chase, South Merton, Morden South, St Helier, Sutton Common, West Sutton and Sutton. This will sound familiar to you because this was the line that was actually built. However, in 1923, an agreement was settled to let the Southern Railway operate this line, instead of the district. Nowadays, the line forms part of the Sutton Loop, and is operated by Thameslink and Southern. Because this line is now part of National Rail, it's interesting to think just how much different our tube and National Rail systems would have looked if these kinds of plans did go ahead. But anyway, that is pretty much all you need to know about the planned District Line extension to Sutton that we never got. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. The research I gathered to make this video was a bit of a pain to understand, so if you're feeling generous, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching.